Welcome to episode 1 of our podcast, Embracing the Growth Mindset. This is a podcast that is dedicated to high school students just like you to ensure that they excel academically and beyond. I'm your host, Mariam Sharif, and today we are going to explore the power of the growth mindset. So let's begin by first discussing what is a growth mindset, what does it truly mean, and how can it positively impact your academic and personal growth. I want you to close your eyes and imagine you're sitting in your biology class, if you do biology. If not, just choose any other subject, and the teacher has introduced a new topic. Now this new topic might seem complex to you. Maybe she's introduced the topic about the digestion, and she keeps on dropping these new vocabularies and new different organs and their functions and adaptations, and it seems overwhelming to you, and you're like, this seems so complicated, I'm not even sure I can understand this. Now, this is a response that is common, and in fact, it's perfectly natural, but it can shape how you approach the subject in the future. So in this scenario, what you're actually experiencing is what psychologists term as a fixed mindset. Now, a fixed mindset is simply the belief that your abilities and intelligence are predetermined. They're fixed. There's nothing you can do to change them. They are unchangeable. So you might think that you're either good or bad at a particular subject, and there's very little you can do to improve on it. On the other hand, there's the growth mindset. Now, the growth mindset is the belief that your abilities and intelligence can be developed through effort, dedication, patience, and learning. In other words, you recognize that your potential is not fixed and it can be improved on with hard work and perseverance. Sadly, you'll find that a lot of students tend to have fixed mindsets and not growth mindsets. Like, let me give an example. Picture yourself taking a chemistry exam. You're there, you've been given the paper, you open it up, and it's more than 10 pages. There are flowcharts in there, chemical equations, and you're like, hii hapana. You encounter questions that seems complex and unfamiliar to you. Now, with a fixed mindset, you might think, I'm just not good at chemistry. This is too hard for me. Now, this negative self-talk can lead to feelings of helplessness and failure. However, if you were to have a growth mindset, you'd approach the question or the exam differently. You'd say to yourself, chemistry might be challenging right now, but I know that I can improve with practice and understanding. I'll ask for help, seek necessary resources, and I'm going to grasp these concepts better. So you'll note that the difference between these two mindsets lies in how they influence your attitude towards challenges and efforts. The fixed mindset can limit your willingness to take on new challenges because you're going to fear that your abilities might be exposed as inadequate, as not enough. You might stick to what you already know and avoid venturing beyond your comfort zone. And this is sadly something we see as teachers a lot from students. You find that students tend to be comfortable in certain subjects because they know that with just a little effort, they are going to perform well in those subjects. But when it comes to sciences and maths, students tend to avoid those subjects because they have this belief that they're just not able to perform well in such subjects, and no matter what effort they put in, it's just not going to be enough. But here's the exciting part. Having a growth mindset can transform how you perceive challenges, not only in your academics, but also in life. When you embrace having a growth mindset, you see challenges as opportunities for you to learn and grow rather than as roadblocks. So instead of being discouraged by a difficult question, you view it as a chance to actually improve and expand on your knowledge. Now you see, the growth mindset encourages you to see effort as the path to mastery. It enables you to face challenges with resilience and optimism, knowing that your abilities are not set in stone. Your willingness to learn and grow becomes your superpower. Now you might be wondering, how can you shift from having a fixed mindset to a growth mindset? The good news is that it's entirely possible, and it starts with awareness and intentional effort. First, Notice when you slip into a fixed mindset. Pay attention to the thoughts that occur when you encounter challenges or setbacks. Recognize them for what they are. These are just thoughts and they are not truths or facts. Next, challenge these negative thoughts by reframing them with a growth-oriented perspective. So instead of saying, I'm not good at this, say, I can't do this yet, but with practice, I'm going to get better. Whenever you face a challenging situation, remind yourself that this is an opportunity for you to learn and grow. Embrace the process of learning and don't be discouraged by initial difficulties. Another important thing is that surround yourself with people who support and encourage a growth mindset. So find yourself a group of students who are similar to you in that they all have a growth mindset. They are willing to learn and willing to fix their mistakes and continuously improve. So you find that sometimes you tend to have students who are good, students who are passionate about learning, but they fall in with the wrong crowd. And wrong crowd simply means students who are not invested in their studies. So sometimes you find students who tell others, let's go revise chemistry. But the ones who are being told are students who have a fixed mindset. What do they reply with? Acha tusende. This is chemistry bana. No matter how much we study, we'll still end up having, an E. So ya nini kujiumiza kichwa? So find students who are willing to encourage you through your growth process. And remember that collaboration and support are very important catalysts for growth. Remember that every great success story is riddled with failures and setbacks. Now we usually see the final outcome. We see someone as being successful, but what we don't realize is that it took a lot for that person to reach that point. And that is also what is going to happen with you. So whenever you encounter a failure or something challenging, just remember that every mistake is an opportunity for you to learn and grow stronger. By nurturing a growth mindset, you'll not only approach school but also life with a newfound sense of empowerment. You'll view challenges as exciting opportunities for you to succeed. So as we conclude this transformative episode, I want to encourage you to embrace having a growth mindset. Allow it to guide you through the highs and lows of your journey. Trust in your capacity to learn, grow, and unleash your full potential. Thank you for joining us today on Unlock Your Potential. In our next episode, inshallah, we are going to dive into effective study techniques that will maximize your learning potential and elevate your academic success. Until then, keep nurturing your growth mindset, keep striving for excellence, and keep unleashing your full potential.